4,500 years ago, on the golden sands of Giza, humanity dared to defy the impossible. A mountain of stone rose from the desert, built not by machines, but by the hands of men and women guided by the will of their pharaoh. This was no ordinary monument. It was the Great Pyramid of Giza, a stairway to eternity. Today we journey back in time to uncover how the ancient Egyptians achieved one of the greatest feats in human history. The story begins with the Nile. Every year its waters flooded the land, leaving behind fertile soil in the middle of the desert. Farmers sowed wheat and barley, raised cattle and goats, and crafted papyrus into scrolls. Without the Nile, Egypt would have been nothing but barren sand. With it, Egypt became a cradle of civilization. But beyond farming and trade, there was a divine mission. The Pharaoh Khufu, or Cheops, as the Greeks called him, demanded an eternal house, a pyramid larger and more magnificent than any built before. For the Egyptians, this was not just the king's tomb. It was a cosmic symbol, linking heaven and earth, ensuring that Khufu would live forever among the gods. In Egyptian belief, death was not an end, but a passage. The pharaoh was both ruler and god, a child of the sun deity Ra. To secure his place in the afterlife, Khufu envisioned a monument so vast it would defy time itself. Priests blessed the project, declaring it a sacred journey. The pyramid would be the pharaoh's stairway to immortality. This dream demanded resources beyond imagination. Millions of limestone blocks, thousands of workers, decades of labor. Yet the Egyptians were ready, for to serve the pharaoh was to serve the gods themselves. More than 2 million stone blocks, some weighing over 15 tons, had to be cut, transported, and placed with perfect precision. How could a Bronze Age society achieve this without modern cranes or steel tools? Archaeologists believe ingenious methods made the impossible possible. Stone was quarried nearby, cut with copper chisels, and moved on wooden sleds. To reduce friction, workers poured water on the sand, making the sleds glide more smoothly. Ramps of mud brick and limestone were built and rebuilt as the pyramid rose higher. Straight ramps, zigzag ramps, perhaps even spirals. The exact method remains a mystery. But what is certain is that teamwork and relentless effort turned the desert into a construction site the size of a city. For centuries, myths claimed that slaves built the pyramids. Hollywood told us chains, whips, and endless suffering. But the truth uncovered by archaeology tells a different story. The builders were not slaves, but skilled laborers and farmers, recruited during the Nile's flood season when fields lay underwater. They lived in organized workers' villages discovered near Giza, complete with bakeries, breweries, and even medical care. They were fed bread, beer, and meat to fuel their strength. Injuries were treated, broken bones healed, and tombs for honored workers were found close to the pyramids. These men and women were proud of their role. For them, building Khufu's pyramid was building Egypt itself. With each passing year, layer by layer, the pyramid rose toward the heavens. Its base was leveled with astonishing accuracy, within a fraction of an inch. The sides were aligned almost perfectly to the cardinal points of the compass, as if the builders measured against the stars. Inside, hidden passageways in the Grand Gallery revealed a mastery of geometry and astronomy far ahead of its time. At completion, the Great Pyramid soared 146 meters into the sky, its white limestone casing shining so brightly under the sun that it could be seen from miles away. To the Egyptians, it was a beacon of divine order, a physical link between earth and the gods. But beyond stone and sweat lay a deeper truth. The pyramid was more than a tomb. It was a religious statement carved into the desert. Its shape mirrored the rays of the sun, guiding Khufu's soul upward to Ra. The burial chambers aligned with stars like Orion and Sirius, connecting the pharaoh's journey with the eternal heavens. Every block carried symbolic weight. Every angle whispered of eternity. This was not just architecture. It was theology in stone. Decades of labor finally reached completion. The Great Pyramid stood as the tallest structure on Earth for nearly 4,000 years. Neither storms, earthquakes, nor empires rising and falling could erase it. Today, it remains, weathered but unbroken, the last surviving wonder of the ancient world. A monument not only to Khufu, but to the ingenuity, devotion, and willpower of the ancient Egyptians. And as the sun sets over Giza, the Great Pyramid still watches silently, a reminder that even in the dawn of civilization, humanity dared to reach for eternity.
Push! Heave! Push! Faster! Move it!